Morning, Anthony back here again with 39 Below TV. I know I'm going to get some questions about the comment that I made in my last video about the roundtable and how do you start one, or what does that mean, or what it is. So I'm going to do a video on it, and hope this applies to those that it can help. To those that it can't, screw you off, go somewhere else. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm sure this can help anyone. Well, let me go ahead and explain. Within a community or a town, you have your chambers, your BNI groups, other networking type groups. I found a lot of them, I am with them, but I found a lot of them very boring and very, it's very common, you know, hey, let's meet up, let's go meet at a local deli or whatever, talk about some business, have a guest speaker come in and blah blah blah, give out business cards, which is 1980. You know, they always call, they say, hey, can you bring back the cards? And everyone exchanges their business cards, talks about, does sales pitches, wear their polo with their logo on it and their names, and you really kind of know them but you don't. Everyone has an agenda and they want to just talk about their business or sell you something or refer or something. I mean, it's good, it's networking, but it's not true. A lot of people put on the mask, they put on the face, they act a certain way, they perceive themselves, or they try to have us perceive them as something more than what they are, or something completely opposite. I mean, I go to them occasionally, so I don't like them, but you have to be part of them because it's giving back, it is, and B, it is allowing you into the groups, it's allowing you in. Now, with that being said, that's the negative part of it. The positive part of it is that you will find one or two people that are just like you. When I say just like you, I mean just like you. Where I'm a high energy, ADD type guy. I'm doing 5 different things at once. I love talking about how to, increase sales, how to sell, how to get on Facebook, how to get on Twitter, how to, get your marketing efforts going, how to increase business, how to get the profit margins larger, how to decrease expenses, how to grow a bigger team. I'm a high energy guy. So with that being said, that's what I look for. I go to the groups and I really don't care about the others. You'll have the gentleman that sells loans at the local bank, and the lady who does nails at the local salon where they have to go because the managers want them to go. But then you'll have the business owners that are selling products, that are understanding the e-commerce world. And with that being said, is I link up with those people, okay? So what I do is I will get names, all right? This is a little stalkerish, but I'm going to tell you exactly what I do. I get names, I find out everything I can about them, okay? The ones that I perceive, the ones that I basically vet them. So I go through and I start going through a process. I look at, LinkedIn, Facebook, their e-commerce. I check out where they're working. I don't go ask anybody, but I do my own internal stalking for a day or 2 or 3. I friend request them. I follow them on Twitter. I make sure they're on these platforms of what I'm going to be on, and what I want us to be on, and what I want us to talk about. So then I go ahead and I stalk them, I friend request them, then I start chatting with them. I invite them, hey, want to go grab a coffee? We go and we talk. And usually from the first time that I met them at that BNI group, or first time I met them at that chamber event, of course they remember me when I send the request, but it's pretty much the same again. I get that same level of intense conversation with them, and if we hit it off, I invite them into the roundtable group that I put together. Now, the roundtable group that I put together, it's very progressive. It's media, it's marketing, it's coming up with ideas. We don't sit and go over and refer, and for instance, there's a lady, she sells soap, and she has a soap business. Just invited her in, and the whole meeting was to help her. We all focused our time, and don't establish your group and have a large. I wouldn't go over 20 people. I would stay around that number, and as one leaves, maybe invite one in, or as one starts to tail off, invite one in, or if one just doesn't want to show up, and invite one in. But she sells soap. She does a phenomenal job. She's linked up with salons all over town. So, the BNIs and chambers have kind of worked its way through. She's connected with who she can connect with. So now we're getting her on eBay. We're getting her on Etsy, because she does its handmade soap. We're getting her on these websites. We're getting her e-commerce site going, and just gave her a flood of ideas. She was doing traditional ways to market, putting signs out, and I'm like, come on, that's 1980. You have to be progressive and thinking forward, and really get everything moving. And that's what we did. That's what I look for, and that's how I basically get people into the group. So start your group, make the group tailored to who you are and what you like, and invite people in. Stalk them. Don't overstock them. Don't become one of those weirdos, but stock them, bring those people in. The high energy, or if you're low energy, or whatever your process is, or whatever kind of person that you are, let that show through inside, inside of your group, your round table, and invite the same people kind of into it. That will provide great value. So anyway, that's the video on that. I recommend going out and doing that, starting that immediately. Get out there and do it. This video, 5 minutes. Oh, it's way over time. Goodbye.